day, millions of pieces of trash are being thrown away that could be recycled. According to the Keep America Beautiful website, copyright 2013, in 2009, enough trash was collected to circle the earth 24 times. The Keep America Beautiful website goes on to say that 160 million tons of trash was thrown away. That is 3 pounds per person daily. Let's remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Because of the lack of recycling, landfills are being created and natural resources are being used up. Hi, my name is Kendall Costley, and you should recycle. First, we'll talk about how the world is in harm's way. Secondly, we will talk about a cleaner and healthier environment. Thirdly, we will talk about what the world would be like. And lastly, we will talk about how to get involved. Now let's take a look at the problem. People need to start recycling because this world is in harm's way. According to a June 7, 2012 article on the Economist website, copyright 2013, in 2009, over 1 billion tons of trash was collected in large cities. By 2025, it will be up to over 2 billion tons of trash. According to Daniel Bean, in a May 29, 2013 article on the ABC News website, Warren Salter from North Carolina unknowingly bought his house on top of a landfill. He's afraid of his house beginning to sink because his yard has started sinking. According to Gary Kloss, in a March 14, 2011 article on the Conservation International website, expert Justin Ward, who is the vice president of the Center for Environmental Leadership in Business, says that threats in ecosystems are greater than ever before. According to the National Academic Press, copyright 2014, he is also a senior policy specialist on the Natural Resources Defense Council. According to the Safe Bottles website, copyright 2010, 100 million plastic bottles are used daily. Let's take a look at additional problems. Ecosystems are in danger because of people not caring for the environment. According to the National Geographic website, copyright 2014, forests cover less than 50% of this world, and swaths the size of Panama are being lost each day. According to the World Wildlife Fund website, copyright 2014, garbage islands are all over oceans, releasing harsh chemicals and snagging corals underneath the water. Animals are ingesting these toxic chemicals, and they are also being tangled within the debris. According to expert Othmar Bohinger, in an August 22, 2013 article on the Outdoors with Othmar Bohinger website, he says that wildlife simply can't adapt to the poison in foods and the loss in their habitats. He is also an animal behaviorist, and he attends seminars where he talks about wildlife. According to the eSchool Today website, copyright 2010, pollution is a disruption in food chains. Examples such as lead and cadmium are eaten by animals, and those animals are eaten by other animals, and this vicious cycle keeps continuing. Now that you know more about the problem from not recycling, let's see what can be done. We can have a cleaner and healthier environment for everyone if we recycle. Remember in the beginning when I was telling you about the 160 million tons of trash? Well, the Keep America Beautiful website goes on to say that 34% of that trash was recovered from recycling. According to the Plastics Make It Possible website, copyright 2014, Patty Moore, she started recycling in 1983. And in 1989, she started her own recycling consultancy, where she helps communities and businesses with their waste management issues. According to Leslie Kaufman, in an October 19, 2009 article in the New York Times newspaper, she interviewed expert Jim Lentowski, who says that sorting and delivering trash and recycling it has become a habit in a lot of communities today. According to the Mass Audubon website, copyright 2014, Lentowski is the director of the nonprofit Nantucket Conservation Foundation, and he also won the William T. Hornady Award in Boy Scouts. According to a March 23, 2014 article in the Vermont News Channel 5 website, Vermont dairy farms collect 500 tons of plastic yearly. The Casella Resource Solutions Center now recycles that plastic and turns it into plastic stones and plywood. Let's not forget those 3 R's, to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's take a look at additional benefits. More jobs can be created by recycling. According to the United States Environmental Agency website, copyright 2014, every 10,000 tons of recycled trash opens up 10 new jobs. Although some people feel that it's too much effort to recycle, there's evidence that this is not so. According to the Recycling Guide website, copyright 2014, you can have recycling bins in your own homes where they are seen and not forgotten. You can also put a compost pile in your backyard to put leftover foods. Although some people feel it doesn't make a difference to recycle, there is evidence that this is not so. According to Ashok Kamal, in a January 31st, 2013 article on the Environmental and Energy Management News website, over half the material in beverage containers are sent to China and then converted into lumber, carpeting, and textiles. Recycling affects this world in many ways. If we don't start recycling, we face a terrible future where we may not have clean water or air because of the toxic chemicals being released. Do you want to live in fear of dying because of harsh chemicals released from not recycling? Well, think about what kind of environment your children are going to live in. This is a fearful matter. What if you unknowingly built your house on top of a landfill? You don't want to spend money on a sinking home. Are you scared of the thought of our natural resources running out? If you aren't, you should be. Without recycling, they are sure to be used up. You think you have clean water to drink from now? Well, animals drop dead each day from drinking harsh chemicals in streams, and this is from not disposing of trash properly. On the other hand, if we do start recycling, we will help the environment and the health of ourselves. Don't you want to feel great in knowing that you aren't just saving your own life, but someone else's? Recycling things will make you feel delight in the fact that you are saving our natural resources that can't be replenished. Becoming a recycler will make you have pride, because you know that you're creating a job for someone in need of one. Just by reusing things in your own home instead of throwing them away after a one-time use will bring you joy because you know those items aren't being sent to landfills. The comfort of knowing that forests aren't being destroyed because of you recycling paper is also happy to think about because animals are being able to stay in their own habitats without them being destroyed. Also, you'll be pleased by the water contamination going down and the risk of animals dying because trash won't be in streams. Now that you know the effects about recycling, let's get involved. So act today, and here's how to contact. Keep Carroll Beautiful is a great organization in this community, and you can go to this website or call this number and get a lot of information about it. Earth Day week is also next week coming up. Keep Carroll Beautiful will also have a booth at Mayfest on Saturday, May the 3rd. You can find out more information if you go to this location during this time. And the nearest convenience center is on Noonan Road, which is beside the Technical College Carroll campus. And also there's one behind the University of West Georgia on Lovern Road. If you'd like your own bin for your home, you can go to this website and order one, or you can call this number. They're only $60. So recycle today. And don't forget those 3 R's: to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Very good.